everyone, we got questions for today's video. Alert channel, Sweeto. Attention, important Ripple XRP news after the latest publication of a US patent in which XRP is named as the exchange unit for the Amazon operating bank. Ripple XRP appears again in a new patent from the Australian company Identity Ltd. Look at that. So that's how we know XRP is literally, guys, innovating and being adopted all around the world at this moment in time. But they don't want people to know about XRP, right? Because the more people know, the more people will buy, but some won't buy because they think the XRP community is crazy for thinking all of this that we do think about. But at the end of the day, they do not want as many people as in. Now, what is this about? Remember, XRP and Amazon connected, right? Intertwined. If you go down here from Moon XRP, seriously, it is on their AWS website. Look at that. AWS partner profile, Ripple XCurrent process real-time payments. Amazing how people can't see it. Ripple have slipped their way into the global economy ninja style and been doing it for years. Again, no matter what, at the end of the day, we shall see the moon, guys, or the sun perhaps. But again, remember, they're doing this behind the scenes. If this is hidden already, right? And people don't even know that this will take place. What's being hidden from the public that we do not yet see? How many partners do they have? Who are these partners? Remember, Garlinghouse has shaken more hands than any other CEO in this whole crypto community, guys. I mean, or the crypto sphere to say the least. But Garlinghouse is connected with a lot of these high up people. John Wick tweet out, sounds like all the money to me. From Chris Larson, Ripple's working on a replacement for Swift. How to get all of the payment providers onto ILP and how to use XRP as on-demand liquidity. Now, remember, guys, XRP is truly the one. It really is, right? As you can see right here. But I'm pretty sure Swift won't be going anywhere. I mean, if they don't adopt XRP, then they'll have to leave, guys, at that point in time. So it's either to stay or to vanish away. Which will they pick? Most likely to stay. So they're going to implement XRP in their Swift system, guys. Jungle Inca tweet out. Now look at this. A question. Okay, and is there anything in here, Mr. Hinman, that indicates that you expressed a view at this meeting that you believed sales of XRP were security sales at this point in time? Answer, no. That's all I have. He's literally said no. So the case is over, guys. But why isn't the case still? So why is the case still not over? Because they're waiting. They love waiting. The delay. But remember, the inevitable has to happen, and this case will be concluded sooner rather than later. As it comes from Crypto Airy, fair notice crash course. Big stakes for all of crypto. Literally not just for XRP or Ripple, for the whole crypto sphere. Listen to this.
Topic, the fair notice defense. How significant is it? Well, I would tell you that it's so significant that if Ripple is successful, it could end the SEC's terror on crypto.
There we go. Come on, guys. It's very significant, as he stated right there. But it gets even crazier because XRP's our future tweet out. Brett Garlinghouse talks XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Go watch it all now. Everything he said is happening. Guys, listen to this. Remember, definitely, of course, he's definitely in the know. But remember, they give hints and clues and try to guide the community as much as they can. Listen to this.
I think if you solve a real problem, and I think Bitcoin is solving a problem around the store of value, XRP is solving a problem around payments. You solve a real problem, ultimately these will be defined by the utility of the underlying asset. I think we're in the earliest innings. I think that it's going to be a very large asset class, and we're just in the earliest days.
How much of it do you think is just about communication? Because right now, we talk about cryptocurrencies just all lumped in as one. You've made it very clear you think it's important to have it centralized. You think that this is a store of value. This is not how we're going to be paying for things in the future. How much of the messaging is important? I think the messaging is really important. And one of the things that has happened is you have things that happen within the crypto world that actually create dark clouds that follow it. Frankly, the earliest days of Silk Road, which that was a use case for Bitcoin, paying for drugs. And yes, the governments step in and they shut down Silk Road. A new one pops up.
In today's world, I think ICOs are an example of a dark cloud. ICOs, these initial coin offerings where people are issuing tokens, they're really more like securities than actually have a token that has utility. The way XRP solves a problem, it has utility in solving a payments problem. I think those dark clouds are actually bad for the ecosystem. They're bad for the movement, if you will. And I think it's important to kind of continue to focus, work with regulators, work with governments, and for us, working with banks is an indicator of that. If we don't work with regulators, banks certainly aren't going to work with us. The more you can draw real-world examples and make it tangible to people, for Ripple, solving a cross-border problem using blockchain technologies, one of the things I often talk about is if I wanted to move money from Singapore to Los Angeles today, the fastest way for me to do that is to go buy an airplane ticket at the Singapore airport and fly it there. That's something that people can understand and get their head around. But today, if you're doing that through the banking system, through SWIFT, it would take somewhere around 3 days. Yeah. Why is it we live in a world where I can stream video from the space station, but I can't move my own money from point A to point B?
A lot of interesting points he stated right there. So number one, you could move money right now, which take the actual fiat cash and fly over to the other side of the world, which will be faster than sending money through SWIFT, which will take 3 days. So why is this payments system not changing in the modern era we live today? It is, and it will, guys, very soon, because XRP will be implemented all around the world, which will change this current financial system and which will bring forth a new financial system out of the ashes. And that's how XRP will be the solution to all of this shenanigans show we are watching. It feels like everything that they're doing right now, all the events that they have pre-planned today, earlier, last year, in the future, is all for the collapse of the current financial system so they could implement a new one. It's actually insane how they're planning this all out, guys. Remember, they are not dumb. Next week comes from XRP Wave. SEC officials under investigation for conflict of interest in Ripple lawsuit. Again, look at that. That's how we know this is all BS, guys. These people have the conflict of interest. The SEC, former SEC officials are under scrutiny over alleged conflict of interest regarding the agency's handling of the Ripple lawsuit. Even the former are saying what is going on at this point in time. So that's how we know, guys. I feel like they're just going to drag as long as they can till the new system is ready, guys, to be implemented. Well, it has to, right? Integrators tweet out, the Securities Clarity Act is meant to actually protect investors. Who else wants actual representation? Now listen to this.
We know Dogecoin is a fork of Lucky Coin, right? Which is a form of Litecoin, which is a form of Bitcoin. You might hold Bitcoin and you don't even know the next day when you got up that you now have Litecoin, right? So the idea is you can't have nonsensical or non-applicable tax rules and regulations. And this bill would protect taxpayers from being penalized until the IRS actually issues updated guidance on how to report forked cryptocurrency. It would create a safe harbor, and it would specify that the receipt of forked virtual currency does not constitute a taxable event. And that's what's incredibly important, because right now the IRS requires taxpayers to file taxes on the receipt of forked virtual currency. And again, as I said at the outset, many taxpayers receive forks unknowingly and, quite frankly, often unwillingly. The hope is that the IRS will change its guidance to require Americans to pay taxes on their forked virtual currency at the moment of sale, not at the moment of receipt, which I think is a lot more fair and just.
I do believe like everything will change, the laws and all of this, the financial system, on all of these things, when in a few months everything takes place in autumn, guys. Be prepared, right? HFinTech has tweeted out, if your goal is to accumulate XRP and your sell target is 3 digits and more, then you shouldn't worry at all about pennies up or down. That is a beautiful statement. Why are you worrying? Just relax and calm down, guys, because we know at the end of the day where XRP will be at very soon. You guys already know. Next one comes from Kenny. On August 22nd, 2020, a guy on Twitter says he feels excited because he just bought a plane ticket to Hawaii for just 5 XRP. Come on, guys. You guys already know. Stefan has tweeted out, are you unaware that the United States of America will not tolerate any other stablecoin after the official release of their own CBDC? Tether will be destroyed. It is as certain as we know it is. Again, all these, it's going to be crazy what actually happens in a few months. Darren has tweeted out, if XRP really hits $50,000, they quit on harassing all the people on Twitter that said it won't happen. It 100% will, guys. I mean, we know the 50K will happen one day sooner than later. It could take 10 years. Who really knows? the time frame could be longer than usual, but 50K is guaranteed in the future of XRP because of all the plans they have. Remember, it's a revolutionary technology right before our eyes that we have our hands on. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys please leave a like, subscribe, so feel free to be around the channel. Anyway, see ya.